Welcome to Hack Shack Studios. RT Bear here. How is everyone? We are almost the noontime hour. This is possibly a nooner. We're gonna do a nooner. How's everybody? I hope your weekend was great. Yeah, we're gonna get into a Walt's Vault. I haven't done one of these in a while, so it should be fun. Disney in California has just opened Avengers Campus, and that's in California Adventure. And I was gonna get into that a little bit and give you my 2 cents. It's only worth about 2 cents actually. Not much more than that. All right, Sign of Life. You guys are on it. This is awesome. We got Leg Kick. What's up, my friend? He is the #1. I borrow ideas, only the good ones. Linkovich, yes. How are you, my friend? Joe, how are you? And Razmaz, the Razmaz, how are you? Yes. I want to say, if there's anybody that isn't subscribed, please do so. And if you could give a thumbs up, that would be great as well. I got to start doing that at the beginning of these shows. Some people don't know to do that. And also, if you guys could tweet this stuff out, let people know that this channel is here, and that I am possibly the most insightful comic book artist to ever YouTube. No. Not this guy. I just like to have fun. All right. I was watching everybody over last couple days with this Avengers Campus, and there's mixed reviews. There's quite a bit of, I wouldn't say negative, but critical. And I think it comes, the majority of it comes from that they were underwhelmed by it. And that's why I wanted to do this, because not that I expected something really, really grand, but I expected something, I don't know, better than what we got. So I'm going to get into this a little bit. I'm going to start off with this article just so you guys can have a little bit of point of reference to everything. And let me see. Let's make sure this is all working. Yeah. So this is the Nerdist, I think, and this is Disney's Avengers Campus is cool, not spectacular. I don't even know about cool. I don't know if I'd go that far. So nearly a year from when it was originally meant to launch. So that's probably mainly because of COVID. It opened this summer. So it opened like a week ago. And so this is in California Adventure, which California Adventure, I lived in California, so we would go to this park. It is, and it has been pretty underwhelming just as a park. There's some high points, but as an overall park, it's pretty disappointing, and there's not a lot to do there. So they've been upping their game over the last 10 years or so, and they brought in some new, like they brought in, I guess it was called Twilight Zone drop, and now it's the Guardians of the Galaxy drop, which I actually like the Twilight Zone one better. But anyway, so they brought that in. They brought in, I think the big thing was that Cars Land. So they built Cars Land, and that attraction, I guess it's just called Cars, is really, really good. I mean, it's really good. It's a lot of fun. The line moves pretty good. There's a standby line, or a single rider line, I think is what they call them, and it's really good. It is really, it ups the entire park's game. Everything else is just pretty much, they just got a bunch of carnival rides and put it in there. It was a really cheap, kind of quick park. So that's the California Adventure Park. It's kind of origins. I was lucky enough, I have a friend, and we went to a preview night. It was like a press night. And so this was Disney putting all, the red carpet kind of stuff and everything. And it was still really disappointing, and it didn't get better, I think, until Cars Land. So then they tried to make it better, where they did a Bugs Life or Bugs Land, and our daughter Amanda was the right age when they did that. So it's a little kids area, and it was perfect for them. So once again, it's just carnival rides that were rethemed to Bugs Life, and so that location is where they built the Avengers Campus. That had charm. It was tiny, it was small, but it was meant for little kids, and it was like bugs, right? You're supposed to be small. So they thought they could build a campus there. So I think one of the big problems is they call it the Avengers Campus. So this is the sign for the entry. And so when I think campus, I think something fairly substantial. I think it's something grand, something big. And so they compare this article compares it to Galaxy's Edge. I don't think there's any comparison just because of the size. So it talks about Bugs Land, and that's already covered that. So yeah, I mean, as disappointed as people were with the Galaxy's Edge, which I was not. I think what they did with Galaxy's Edge, which was big mistake, is they didn't open it with both attractions. The e-ticket attraction was not open, and they were teasing it. So they let you know what that thing was, but that you couldn't ride it. And I think that's a big mistake for Disney, because it's part of the advertising, which means your expectations are you're going to get to see it, you're going to get to ride it. But you didn't get to ride it, and that was called, oh my gosh, what was that one called? So they have like Smuggler's Run, and the other one, I can't remember it now, but that was the e-ticket one, the one I can't remember. And that attraction is really, really good. So once again, Disney not learning from past mistakes, they opened Avengers Campus with just one of the attractions, one of the two, and I guess they called the Guardians attraction part of this thing. So they kind of shoehorned that into this park expansion, which whatever. It didn't feel like a new attraction, and it doesn't really feel like part of this, to be honest. But anyways, they opened it with this web slingers. And it's kind of like a shoot 'em up game, kind of like if you've been to California Adventure, they have a Toy Story Midway Mania, and it's like the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, where it's just kind of a shooting gallery that you ride through on a what do they call those? It's like a dark ride, and so you just kind of shoot at targets. And I think you help Spider-Man contain these little web characters, these little spider bots that are running amok. So you shoot webs on them, and I guess you contain them. That's kind of the idea. And so people are saying it's cool because it's the Tom Holland Spider-Man, the actor that's narrating. But this is like my problem with it. Look at this visual. This is the park. It looks pretty mundane. Let me show you a little bit more of the park, and then we'll come back to the interview, or to this article. So did it switch over? It hasn't switched over yet. Hold on for a minute. Let me go back. I'll stop sharing, and I'll do this again. Apparently I have to it always tricks me. I think like I can just click another button and I could go right over to the other tab, but not. Okay, so let's do this. So I have some photographs that show you the lay of the land, and it's really not that impressive. So this this is web slingers. This is the entry. So I guess it's supposed to look like a school campus, but I guess the idea behind it, the concept, like it's got a big concept, but I think like you're not going to understand the concept right off the bat. So it's an old like warehouse area from like Tony Stark's dad. So then it was converted into this recruit like campus, like school type of thing. And so the idea behind it is the Avengers are going to recruit, new heroes. So that's what the Avengers Campus idea is. But the visual idea is that it's this old warehouse area that I guess Stark's dad owned, and so then they gutted it and turned it into a campus. So this is like warehousing. So it's just kind of like the whole backdrop is just a warehouse. It's just a warehouse area, and it looks like it's kind of been repurposed for this campus. So this is the line, the queue, I guess, for web slingers. And like I said, I'm kind of underwhelmed with it. So let's see if I can do this right. Okay, so this is obviously a publicity photo taken by Disney, and this looks cool. I guess this is at the end of the street, and this houses the e-ticket attraction that you cannot go on yet. So once again, another mistake made by Disney. I feel that they've made by Disney. I think they're kind of money grubbing, where they know that they're going to get a bunch of hype by just opening the park. So then they have people come in, that just want to see the new Avengers Campus, and then they only get part of it. And so then I do believe the idea is marketing. So then when they open this attraction, they can get a bunch of new people in there. So basically they can get you to buy 2 tickets to see Avengers Campus, which I think is real chicken shit. And I think for me, it's bad business. It leaves a bad taste. I like the Disney parks. I liked, past tense. I like the Disney organization. The new Bob Iger organization, I think, is really, really very money grubbing, and it's very obvious to me. Before you go, well, they're trying to make money, they're doing this, that, but it always felt like you were getting something. This doesn't feel like you're getting anything. Like you're getting the promise of a full Avengers Campus. You're paying full price for it, but you're not getting the e-ticket attraction, which is this Avengers ride. And I think this is like it's going to be like that flight of what is it called? It's in the animal kingdom, and it's Avatar based. So it's kind of like a simulator ride. And I think you take a trip to Wakanda or something like that, and you help the Avengers on an adventure. And I think you have these like little flying bikes or something like that you get on, and then you can help the Avengers. It sounds pretty cool. I've seen some of the behind the scenes stuff, the interiors, the queue. I think there is a animatronic Nick Fury, kind of like the Smuggler's Run, where there's this like killer animatronic. So I hope it's an animatronic Nick Fury, because I think that stuff's cool. I'm a big robot guy, so I think it's cool to see these lifelike robots. But this is not open yet. So, but you get to see the building, and so then behind that, that's the galactic. I forget what it's called. It's a drop ride with the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's called Mission Breakout. That's right. So yeah, I mean, this looks promising. So that's that. And so hold on, I did this wrong. So this is it in the daylight. So it's got a big Avengers like logo on the ground there. It looks pretty cool. It looks kind of less impressive in the daytime, but it's a campus. It's weird because I got invited to Blizzard, and that's the video game company, and it's in Orange County, and it's a campus. So it's a work environment, but it's a campus. I guess like Pixar is the same way. And so I've been to these type of campuses before, and this really isn't much. It's kind of like, yeah, here's the eatery, the one restaurant there. And so the idea here is you can get giant food and you can get miniaturized food, which is like, man, okay, whatever. And so I'm kind of going in the wrong order. I had some other photos here. So this is the sanctum, which I think also looks a little. It's just a stage, basically. It's a stage, and so Doctor Strange, I guess they're trying to get you into the multiverse thing. So I think he explains kind of the multiverse and how it works, and I guess why Tony Stark is still alive and Captain America and Black Widow. I don't know. And also Black Panther, which is the four main characters that they're selling this campus on. I guess there's Spider-Man too. But most of those characters are dead. Like, I don't know how they're going to deal with Black Panther, but Chadwick, the actor, Chadwick Boseman, is no longer with us, sadly. So this is what it looks like in the daytime. So it's pretty boring. I guess at nighttime, it looks pretty cool. I heard all the Avengers Campus looks really good in the daytime. I mean, at nighttime, I'm sorry. So this is, this is the sanctum. So let's see. I showed that one. There was another one, another tab I had. And it kind of shows the whole, like alley. So I heard somebody talk and they said that it's more of, a campus as much as it's just an alleyway. It's just a straight shot. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy, Galaxy Rewind or whatever. So it's really just like it's more of an alley. And I think what people were complaining is if it was more of like, if the marketing was less like, oh, it's a campus, and more of like, oh, it's the Avengers alley or something like that. I know it sounds less, and you can't really get into a concept as much, or it's not really a concept. It's just like, oh, the Avengers back alley. It just doesn't sound that cool. But that's really what it is. It's just a straight shot, like just an alley. It's an alleyway. So it's not really that cool. So let me go back to the article here. Yeah, so it looks like this. So this is I think just before that queue for the web slingers. So here's some, like, I'm going to play some video. So I'm going to turn the music down. I don't get in trouble here. Well, it's kind of boring without the music. So I guess this is strange. This is a really bad angle, like the sort. So we got some buffering here. What's par? It's par for the course. My tech doesn't work very well. I guess it works when you're not on it. Okay, so yeah, it's just pretty much Doctor Strange entering, and then he realizes people are there. So I did hear that Disney's doing a lot of the meet and greet stuff, right?
This cabinet serves as a vault for the most powerful relics of all time. The wonderful tomb and the absent and removed have at one time.
So let's move this forward and hopefully it'll still work.
The astral ring is capable of traveling through many dimensions.
So he's a magician.
I have to go back in time and recover the astral ring. You stay there. I'll be back 5 minutes ago.
So there's cool, that little ring thing you can see through the door. This is a really bad angle. So anyway, enough of that nonsense. So I guess the Dora Milaje have like a ceremony that they do. This is probably cooler. Wait, are there only 2? I've seen better. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's just these 2 guys. I thought there were more. All right. I thought they were going to do more. I thought there were going to be like a whole troop of them. There's only 2. Okay, so let's see this one.
Good to see you. Hi. Welcome to Avengers Campus. Watch this.
Okay, so that's Tom Holland's voice. I seriously doubt this is Tom Holland. Well, that's cool.
Whoa! I can see a roller coaster from here. Hey, what's going on, guys?
I heard that they do this right. So there's a lot of kind of actors in these costumes, and they work pretty cool.
Time for some field testing. Hey, did you record it for me? Tag me later.
Okay, so there's one thing that this leads into, and there's these stuntronics. This video camera work is horrible. This is supposed to be, I thought, like news footage.
Woo! Not on your block. Okay.
All right,
For those crates
I'm bored.
and names. Be right
Okay.
back.
Based on previous tests, predicted rate of success, 14%.
Okay, so here's the
Now you're rounding down.
stuntronic thing. So I think he ran into this red building.
Okay, it's time to see what this suit can do. I hope it can do this. Here goes something. Okay, no pressure, bud.
Oh my gosh, let's go.
Clear the runway. Spider-Man is clear for takeoff. Oh no.
All right, that's cool. All right.
Okay.
I have to say that's probably the coolest thing that the whole park has to offer is just the Stuntronic so far. So I don't know. Stop sharing. I clicked that. Okay, so yeah, it looks pretty disappointing actually. Other than like that Stuntronic, I don't think it looks that cool. Like the attraction that's the web slingers. It's pretty much you've done it before. It's like Astro Blasters, which is the the Buzz Lightyear thing, and that's in Disneyland. And then even like California Adventure already has one, which is that Midway Mania, which is really cool. I actually like that ride. But that's a shoot 'em up as well. So these must be relatively inexpensive to build. And also, I saw some of the developmental stuff. So there's a scene where Tom Holland is as Spider-Man and he's talking. I think he's as Peter Parker as well. But it like the design stuff looked like it was going to be like a Spider-Man robot. So I was thinking, well, that could be kind of cool, like have this like lifelike robot talking to you. But I think it's a screen, so they're using the screen technology, which I'm not a big fan of. I think it can be cool, but I like the combination of stuff. That's why I like the whatever that Galaxy's whatever the ride I can't remember that's in Galaxy's Edge, the e-ticket ride. Something like Rise. Oh, it's called Rise of the Resistance. That thing looks freaking killer. They have screens and they have robots and stuff, which is cool. I like the combination of stuff. But this does not have that. So it's Tom Holland on a screen, and then it's Tom Holland as Spider-Man on a screen. So it doesn't look that cool. It's just a screen. And then I think the thing that's different than the others is you do this. Like, I guess there's a motion detector, and when you do the Spider-Man gesture, that's when the web will hit, the spider bots. And that's, I guess, the more spider bots you collect, that's how you win. So it keeps score, kind of like the Midway Mania stuff. And then I heard, and I've seen video from it, the video of the attraction, you're going through and collecting spider bots. It's not like Marvel Universe level animation or film. It's like it looks like bad video game stuff. So it doesn't even really look real. Like all the Galaxy's Edge stuff, that stuff looks killer, man. It's all done by Lucasfilm and things like that. So it looks great. Marvel as a studio, but the animation and all the video film, it looks horrible. I mean, it looks horrible. It looks really generic. So I was going to get into this now. So Universal did this thing. It was the Marvel Superhero Islands. This was Islands of Adventure, and so I just wanted to bring this up as a way of comparing. So one of the cool things is that Marvel was at least trying to attach it to comic book properties. So far, the Avengers Campus has no connection to comic books. Nobody has mentioned that they sell comic books there, that they even really talk about the source stuff, but Marvel they had. I'm not sure if this was that you could buy this or we're back. Sorry about that. So I'm going to close some of the tabs. Yeah, I've been troubleshooting this damn computer. So I'm working on the Wi-Fi. I just updated all my Wi-Fi. So since this is buffering, it's making me think that it's probably cable, which I talked to the cable guy. He said everything's cool, but I might have to upgrade my cable package, my Ethernet package, as it were. So let's take some chats before I go into that. Disney cheap this. Yeah, that's how I feel. And really, they don't care about the customer. It's obviously looking at this place. It looks really uninspired, man. It looks boring. Hyper Kaijus, right? This is just sad. I agree. I try to be fair, and I went into this thinking like, well, I'm gonna try to be fair. I'm gonna look at like something good. There's nothing good. Like the entry when you get in, that Avengers Campus sign looks pretty cool. The Avengers office that's on the campus looks pretty cool with the Guardians tower behind it and everything, and especially at night. But other than that, it looks pretty boring. The Stuntronic, the Spider-Man Stuntronic is killer. That's a robot, man. If you guys get time, check that stuff out. That's really cool. And maybe when that Avengers attraction opens up, it might be cool. But at this point, it looks pretty boring. It looks pretty boring. I heard that the meet and greet stuff is pretty good. So they have costume heroes walking around, and they have like Spider-Man on a cable, so he walks up the wall. So they're not just there talking to you. And I think Black Widow, she suspends down onto the Avengers rooftop there. There's like a little catwalk. So there's stuff like that they have going. And I heard that that's really what they're doing right. And then you saw the Doctor Strange stuff there. So let's see what Hyper Kaiju says. Keep this up, and you will start calling you Art to D2. Yeah, roboting indeed. Yeah, I hate technology, and I hate this. That's why I haven't been live streaming that much, you guys, because I've been having a lot of problems. I don't know, like when the buffering that just happened, I don't know if that's. I mean, I used to think it was just YouTube buffering, but it happens so often now. It's got to be my equipment. So I'm going to look into my my Ethernet next, you guys. So I do apologize. Quit using up all the internet. Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, back on the Islands of Adventure. The thing is, I think that if you're going to do on the cheap, you know, and every, you know, expectations are higher at you know, for Disney product. The Disney parks, yeah, expectations are higher, but this is the Universal. I mean, this actually looks more fun to me. Like it looks like a living comic book, you know. And I don't know, man. I think this looks this looks on the cheap, definitely, but I think it looks more interesting than the Disney stuff. So they have like these cutouts and stuff like that, and I don't know. There's like interesting, but they look like comic book type buildings in the background. So I don't know, man. I pulled this. I found this out. I guess you can buy this because this is the special edition collector's pack. So I think there were multiple covers. So I think each one of these characters had covers. And the reason why these three characters are on the cover is because I think the three main attractions are based on these characters. And there's a Spider-Man attraction in the Islands of Adventure that I heard and was rated really, really high. So I heard that it was very state of the art. So at least they had that. The rest of it looks like just, you know, standard, you know, amusement park stuff. Hey, whose name is that? Right under Bocello. Yeah, so Chris Bocello did the pencils, I did the ink, and then they had you know, other artists. Oh, Waringo, I think Buscema was the I think he was the Hulk storyline, and then Waringo was the Doctor Doom, and then Paul Mounts did all the coloring. Paul did a great job. Look at this cover, looks fantastic. So yeah, I mean, they tried to tie it into actual comic books, which is commendable. I think this is pretty killer. These look like Kubert drawings, or at least this one does. So they also went to, you know, Marvel and hired comic book like artists to do the artwork. So I don't know. This looks like, in many ways, I think this looks more entertaining than that Avengers Campus, to be honest. And so here's some of the interiors I wanted to show off, some of the work that Chris and I did. So these are from the pages of that Marvel superhero island. This was a lot of fun. I like inking, Chris. I think the thing with Chris is always just keep it fun. So keep the line bouncing, keep it fun. So here's another page here. So yeah, even the buildings, you know, here look like they kind of reflect onto the amusement park there. Just fun shapes. There's Doc Ock. Just a lot of fun shapes. So here's the cover again, a better look at it. So yeah, I mean, at least, you know, they were trying to tie it into comic books. Universal, you know, they were giving it I mean, they didn't have really a cinematic universe at the time, so, you know, I guess it's understandable that they would tie it into the only thing that they had, which is the comic books. But I do think it would be cool to for Disney to, you know, like have some kind of tie-in to the comic books. because I think that would be better. You know, so my overall review of Avengers Campus is one, should not have called it a campus. It's not a campus. So your expectations are higher than they should have been. Like the Bugs Land that was there previously was for little kids. So, and then they did all this scale stuff. So they made it look like you were tiny, like you were the size of a bug. So there was a lot of plants and stuff going over, and then all the attractions there were all scaled down for kids, for little kids. So it looked like it worked. You know, it was kind of small. When Amanda was young, you know, the bumper cars, all the little like carnival attraction stuff that was themed to A Bug's Life was great. You know, we had fun. There wasn't expectation. They didn't sell it like they're selling this either. I mean, A Bug's Life was a Pixar property that did well in the day. But this, I think when they built the ride, it was already 10 years after the movie had been released. So there weren't a lot of expectations. But the Marvel Universe, the cinematic universe, is still really a hot property. So I think people's expectations are a lot higher. And I'll tell you right now, they're not going to be met, you guys. I'm sorry to bring this news. I don't think the expectations are going to be met. I think there's going to be a lot of disappointed people here. I heard a lot of people talk this way about Galaxy's Edge, but and I understand, and actually some of it was warranted. But the thing is, man, the theming of that area, those rocks, the Black Spire stuff, getting to see the Millennium Falcon, that Smuggler's Run attraction is a lot of fun. The queue, you get to walk into the Millennium Falcon. That's pretty freaking cool, man. I mean, that is cool. Even though the e-ticket attraction wasn't open, I still haven't been on that ride. It was very cool. The shopping area does look like kind of a Morocco theme, you know, just a shopping area. So it is what it is. It's not that impressive. I didn't eat there, so I don't know what the food's like. I wanted to try one of those Ronto wraps, I guess, Ronto wraps. I think it's just like a hot dog, but it's like a Polish sausage or something like that. I like Polish sausage dogs. They're pretty good. But then the other side of the park, the whole Resistance side of the park, where that Rise of the Resistance attraction is, there's nothing going on there. Nothing. There's no theming. It's just a bunch of trees and rock. There's nothing. I think you can see like an X-Wing fighter, but that's it. That's all there is. So it's like half of a park, you know. I guess now that attraction is open, the Rise of the Resistance, you know, I think it would be, I would feel a lot differently about it. But, and also, like, I think what Galaxy's Edge did wrong is a lot of, like, there's that Olga's Canteen, but you have to make reservations because it's really tiny. And then, you know, there's like build a lightsaber, but it's really expensive, you know, so not anybody is just going to get to go and build a lightsaber. And then there's like build a robot, build a droid, which is kind of cool. And you can watch people there. So that's like, it's better than the build a lightsaber because you can actually see people build it. So, you know, you don't have to buy one yourself to experience it. So, but this doesn't look like it has any of that stuff. It has like, you can buy one of those spider bots, and the spider bots do look pretty interesting as far as the design. Let me see if I can find one actually. I'll show you. It looks like somebody actually did some kind of work on this as far as design. Here it is. So I'll get it for you guys. Don't worry. You'll see it. I'll show it off. All right. So here's the spider bot. I'll show it. Okay. So here it is. I mean, I think this is the one you can buy. So I'm sure it's pretty expensive. So it's not, you know, every kid is not going to walk out of there with one of these spider bots, but it does look cool. I mean, the design looks pretty interesting, and it is themed to the attraction, which is pretty neat. I've seen video of this thing walking. It's kind of cool. So yeah, that's the spider bot. But I mean, I'm really looking for something, you guys. Like when you have to go, oh well, the spider bot's design is neat, or you go, well, the Stuntronic that you're probably only going to get to see twice a day, you know, is kind of cool. But when the attraction is pretty lame, and then the E attraction isn't even open, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Past Master Dan, low expectations seems to be a theme in our modern world. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know what I expected with the Avengers Campus, but I expected at least that web shooters attraction to be cool, to be better. It looks like it was really made on the cheap. They just used the same. I think it's the same track design and the same cars as that Midway Mania. So it's technology that they've already had. So basically it's going to move through the attraction the exact same way. The only real difference is that, you know, they have some kind of motion sensors that you can do the Spider-Man, you know, hand gesture, and it'll shoot webs. And then I heard that the video isn't even Marvel cinematic quality. Like it looks like bad video game stuff. So, you know, that's really bad. I heard that the Pandora, like I have no love for that movie Avatar. I thought it was pretty heavy-handed and preachy. Some of the design work, once again, was okay. I wanted to see more of those machines and stuff like that were you know, working on, I guess, mining and stuff like that. Those things look pretty cool. And I wanted to see more of like those machines actually fighting the native people versus like just a bunch of spaceships and like a military. I thought they could have decimated them with just the bulldozers and cranes and stuff like that. But yeah, I heard that Pandora is pretty cool. And once again, I heard that it's really nice. It looks killer at night. And I heard that not Galaxy's Edge, but the Avengers Campus is the same. Like at night, it looks really cool. Let's see what Deathbringer says. Galaxy's Edge should have been some permanent infrastructure for Mandalorian and could be used as filming location. Yeah, I mean that adds, especially the one. I think the one in Florida is in the Disney movie backlot, whatever the hell that thing's called. It used to be Disney MGM, but I don't know what it's called now. You know, I guess it's supposed to be like a backlot movie. I guess it used to be a functioning backlot, but not anymore. But it's still themed that way, I believe. I think they're trying to re-theme it. But you could put you could do that for the Galaxy's Edge in Florida, since it is in that movie theater or movie backlot area. I don't know what the hell that thing's called. It's been years since I've been there. So let's see what Johnny Rando has to say. I'm on the East Coast, only shady traveling carnivals around here. Yeah, I don't trust those places. I lived in California. I didn't even trust like not Universal Studios. What was it called? It was Six Flags Magic Mountain. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, just make them yourself. Aim high is my motto. It used to be Walt Disney's motto too. Like whatever the expectations are, you meet it and then you exceed it. Walt Disney called it plussing an idea. So you have your idea that's good and then you plus it. And that's how you get people talking about shit. You know, that's how you get people, you know, interested. Let's see what Joe Bonaro says. When you have to pay when you have to pay that into the park, but you should never deliver on it. Let me see if I can make this out. When you have to pay that into the park, but you should deliver on it. Hollywood Studios, thank you, Alan. Hollywood Studios is what they're calling it now. It used to be like MGM Disney Studios or something like that. Sorry, Joe. I don't. I think when you're saying when you have to pay, you should deliver on it. And I do have a theory. The reason it's doing well because they're saying crowds, blah blah blah. But crowds, it's the size of an alley. Like you have one attraction, so everybody's going to go there. Everybody that goes into California Adventure is going to want to see it. So you're going to have crowds, but you only have one attraction to get people into, like off the street kind of thing, into the queue and into the attraction. So if you had both of them open, you would have more people that were just walking around into these two attractions. So it wouldn't seem as busy. And also, it just opened. So you're going to get a crowd. But I don't think the crowd are like having a good time. I don't think. I mean, maybe if you just don't know what to expect, and you're walking around and you're just like, oh, what is this? Oh, Avengers Campus. Oh, this is interesting. Let's check it out. But if you're going there specifically for the Avengers Campus, I feel sorry for you. I don't think it's going to deliver, man. So if there's anybody out there that values my opinion, which there shouldn't be, don't value my opinion. Yeah, just I don't know, just keep your expectations low on it. So my review overall is not that spectacular. It's the biggest cinematic thing that's happened in entertainment in decades, which is the Marvel Universe stuff, and you'd think that the park would then be on par with it, but it really doesn't seem like it. I think that for your money, I think that Universal Adventure, what is it called, Islands of Adventure, I think that's you're going to get more bang for your buck, because when that Spider-Man attraction came out, that thing was state of the art, and it was getting rave reviews. You don't hear this web shooter thing getting rave reviews, so they really don't have much. So save your money. At least save your money until that second attraction opens up. That would be my advice. Let's see what Arctic has to say. That's the problem. Not enough valuing Art's opinion. Hell yeah. Nah, don't. I'm just a guy. Arts or Alan Sparks, don't think a DW has Avengers Campus. I think you're right. I don't think they do. They have space though. You know, if they did do, you know, a Avengers Campus in Florida, there's no excuse. It should be big. You know what I mean? Because they have space. California, I don't like it. I still think like they're charging a premium, you know, for the park, but they don't have room. They don't have a lot of room. It's a racket. Have to buy separate tickets for each of the 4 theme parks, and it's pricey as F. Oh, that's the Florida stuff. I think Florida's more of a destination. Like they tried to retheme the Disney parks, and they're like, oh, it's a resort. It's a resort experience. It is not a resort experience. Disneyland in California, it's not even close to it. I mean, the Florida park is what Disney will never be. It will, like in California, it will never be that. They just don't have the room. They just don't have the room to expand. So as much as they're trying to brand it like a resort, I think the reason they're trying to brand it as resort is because they want to jack up the rates. I think they want to like have a pretentious, like it's a resort, it's a destination. It's not that. I mean, like I said, I like Disney stuff, but the California Disney park is not It's not a destination. It's not a resort. Florida is. So I understand 4 parks. I understand that because people go there for like 5 days, or at the very least a weekend. Like Disneyland, you could do both parks in one day. It's not that big of a deal. And also, I have a theory. Well, it's not a theory. I take If you're going to call yourself a resort, you have to have a golf course. You have to have a golf course. They don't have a golf course in California. The old Disneyland Hotel, I believe, had a golf course. So at least that the Disneyland Hotel could call themselves a resort of sorts, I guess. But they call that whole area a resort. It's really not. I don't think it ever will be either. So let's see. Like someone said earlier, I don't think they can legally use most of the Marvel characters because of Islands of Adventure being in the same city. Oh yeah, you guys are talking about the Florida stuff. Yeah, I do believe that's why they didn't call it Marvel Land as well. That's why they went with like a Avengers Campus and stuff like that, is because they can't really brand it Marvel. Because I think they sold those rights to Universal, especially the Florida one. I don't know about the California one, but I think the California as well. Either that or they're just trying to completely not call it Marvel, because of, there could be confusion in the marketplace. So they're just going to completely rebrand it Avengers this or Avengers that. I'll tell you also, just as far as cinematic universe, Avengers, I don't think you have an Avengers team to make movies anymore. Like Chadwick Boseman and what's his name, Chris Hemsworth. Those are the only actors that can bring it. And Thor is not a leader, so you couldn't put him in a lead position. The only one you could is Chadwick Boseman's character, Black Panther, and sadly he's not around. I don't know how you're going to move the Marvel Avengers franchise forward. You can't. And you can't bring the Fantastic Four in and then have them lead the Avengers either. You can't do it. So no Iron Man, no Captain America, no Black Widow. Okay, so you could kind of see her leading it possibly, and no Black Panther. What do you have? You can't give it to Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel. You can't do that because that character also is not a leader. They would have to do at least one more movie and do some real heavy lifting to convince everybody that that actress and that character could lead not only a movie, but could lead the Avengers team. They haven't done it yet. Disney World has a Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Disney World does not. I think they're still Tower of Terror. Their Tower of Terror is way better than the Guardians whatever the drop ride here is. Yeah, their Twilight Zone attraction is really good. I hope they never tear that thing out and try to rebrand it the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I think that would be a mistake. It would be a colossal mistake. So yeah, they have a Guardians ride that they're building, I think in Epcot, and I think it's going to be a roller coaster. So it's going to be a roller coaster with screens and stuff like that. So that could be cool. I'm still kind of an audio animatronic guy, so I think it'd be cool to see the cast as audio animatronics. In the Guardians drop ride here in California, they have a rocket robot, like audio animatronic. It's kind of cool. It's pretty articulate, the way it moves, articulated, I should say. So let's see. What? You don't think Kamala Khan will carry the MCU moving forward? No. And I heard that, what is the character that is Black Panther's daughter? Not his daughter, his sister. His sister. I want to say daughter because she seems so young, but his sister. I heard that they're going to carry the mantle, or she's going to carry the mantle of Black Panther, and I'm like, no way, no frickin' way. If you can't see a character leading the Avengers, they can't be the Black Panther. They just can't. I mean, the only way you could do it is, once again, she'd have to earn the position, and they would have to do so much heavy lifting with that character and the actress. She's cute. I don't know if she's badass enough to play the Black Panther. War Machine, possibly. You know, he's a military guy. He could lead the team. I want the new She-Hulk, a.k.a. They, Them Hulk at Disney. You probably don't even have to wish it. They'll probably do it. I've never seen a company so hell-bent on basically destroying their brand. Alan says, yeah, the Tower of Terror is still there. I dig that ride. I think it's really cool. They replaced Universal. Yeah, it's that with the dinosaurs, right? That thing was kind of cool. At least the dinosaur robots were cool, which I'm still salty about. Yeah, me too. I hope they move those robots, those dinosaur robots somewhere. Surrey, yeah. I'm sorry, man. That Surrey actress is not going to be able to pull it off. Surrey, you jest. I can't imagine the pitch meeting for Surrey's character. She's Black and she loves the science. Done. Yeah, that's probably the way it will go. Oh my gosh, what if they brought back Killmonger? I think their best bet is Killmonger. That actor is freaking awesome. He's really good. And I'll tell you, Killmonger was the best part of that Black Panther movie, better than the Black Panther stuff. I thought Killmonger was cool. He's also a character on a redemption arc, which kind of is the theme of Wakanda because of the ruling class or the ruling characters that were there prior. So it was kind of like T'Chaka was kind of trying to redeem his past, you know, his father and the elders before that. So you could continue it with that. And like Killmonger could be one of those characters that you're just not sure about. You know what I mean? Like he does have an heir, or what is it? A stake. You know, the throne could be his. T'Chaka, right? Is that the character's name? I don't know. T'Chaka, Wakanda, whatever. What the hell is Black Panther's name? I don't know any of these guys' names. No one's gonna help me in the chat. They're gonna watch T'Challa. Yeah, T'Challa. Wakanda's the place. Yes, thank you. I thought I just misheard Art. Yeah, well, I did say it actually. Coachella, T'Chaka. Yeah, T'Challa. All right, whatever. He's dead. We don't have to worry about him. We don't have to care. He's gone. He met his fate. I wonder how they're going to write the character, though. I guess Black Panther technically isn't dead. The actor is. So, anyways, you guys, what if they just put another actor in and just say it's T'Challa? What if they do that? Would that work? I mean, they already did that with the Hulk, so they could do that with Black Panther. Just get another actor in. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be cool. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. I know Disney isn't like a big topic around our circles, but I do stay interested. I want them to succeed. I really, really do. I do like the parks. I like a lot of the movies past tense. I still think they have a lot of potential. They just need better leadership. And I don't think is it Bob Iger and there's the other Bob Bob Chapek. I think they call him Discount Chapek. So I don't think you're going to get anything inspiring for a while now, especially with the COVID lockdowns and stuff like that. I think Disney's hurting financially. So anything moving forward, I think you're going to see pretty much discount, Avengers Campus type stuff. Hopefully not, because I think if they build it, they spend the money, people will come. Oh my gosh, that would be weird, man. If they took Chadwick Boseman's face and they CGI'd it on another actor. I think if it was probably any other actor and like Black Panther wasn't an important social, a statement, then maybe they would. They did that with, they did it with Rhodey as well. Yeah. What if they actually did put Don Cheadle's face on T'Challa? What if they did like the cheesy old movies where you never see T'Challa without his helmet anymore? What if they say for some reason he can't take it off, like Judge Dredd? That would be cool. Yeah, it's permanently fixed to his face. He can't take it off. No one can see the true T'Challa anymore. I'm going to keep saying T'Challa. T'Challa this, T'Challa that. Maybe they are trying to pay for the purchase of the Isle of Toronto. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's stupid not to recast. I think they have to, because I don't think that actress is going to be able to play T'Challa. And also, they're going to have to get into the whole, like, what happened to him, which is more probably awkward than replacing him with a different actor. I know this is a completely different topic, but like I always say, tangents are good. It would be brain dead not to recast. I think you're right. I think you guys are right. All right. Well, hey, thank you guys so much. Avengers Campus, 2 thumbs down. Don't go just for the campus. Go for Cars Land or the other attraction. They have that Grizzly Rapids ride, which is pretty cool. They have that Soarin' ride, which is pretty cool. They have the roller coaster. Roller coasters are always cool. So go there for that, but don't go there for the Avengers Campus. So thanks to all of you guys for hanging out. Thanks for helping me with remembering names. I am a humble man. I don't mind a little help from time to time. So yes, you guys have an excellent day. Take care. And if you haven't, it's in the description. Go and sign up for Black and White 2 pre-launch page. The pre-launch page is up. The video is on the page too, so watch the video and just sign away. I think we only take a little bit of blood, some urine samples and some spit samples. That's all. And you can get early bird specials. You can get a free trading card with backing. There's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of cool things that come out of signing up for the pre-launch. So the pre-launch is in the description. Click on that. It'll take you right over there. It only takes a couple seconds, and you'll be eligible for all kinds of cool stuff. So thanks, guys. Go do that, and I'll talk to you soon.